Hello YouTube, how is everyone doing? And welcome back to my Let's Play of Dark Souls. We are on part 11 and in this episode we're going to be going into the depths, guys. So to get to the depths, it's pretty much you just go down here. You guys have already seen me do this segment, so yeah, there's a couple of hollows here, undeads. Probably called hollows, but we've briefly gone through this section before. I think it's where we got the ember. There's my mouse cursor there. Hello. So make sure you kill everything in here. There's only a couple of undead and a few undead dogs. They don't really do a lot of damage to you. Oh, that is very rude of you, Mr. Hollow. Trying to set me on fire. Guy tried to sneak up on me, that's not going to work. Right, there'll be an undead dog here. He'll be easy enough to take care of. First time you come down here, you'll come to a new enemy called the Butcher at the table. Since I've been down here before, I've killed him, so he isn't here. Now behind these barrels you can actually drop down. That's one way into the sewer system, but I don't recommend doing it. I recommend going the long way round, because you want to get all the items that are in the sewers. Right, there's another undead dog here and a hollow. Kill them both. Oh my god, how did you miss that? Okay, I better heal. I have got my pyromancy glove equipped, but I can just use great heal excerpt here. Alright, the door at the end here leads deeper into the sewers. When you first come to this section, you'll notice there's an item here. Don't be too quick to pick this item up just yet, because if you look above, and it's pretty hard to see here, but there's a slime up there on the ceiling. So when you go to pick this item up, the slime will actually drop on your head and take some of your health away. What I do is I go near the item and then backstep, but that wasn't supposed to happen. But yeah, that's what that slime is there for, what's what it's designed for. Best thing to use on them is fireballs. They go down in pretty much one shot with fireball. There's the weak to fire. Green titanite shard and soul of a nameless soldier. No, it's not bad. You can actually farm the slimes here for green titanite shard, but there'll be another area later on where you're probably better off to do your farming essentials for these items. Now here there's a lot more slimes, so what I do is I just let them fall in the water, try and get 2 or 3 in the water, and then just use your pyromancy fire is the best thing for him, as you can see. Okay, when you get here there'll be a hollow with a torch. Behind this door is a bonfire. If you haven't opened it, there's a bonfire here. So if you need to attune any spells or anything, do it at this bonfire. I am going to kindle and verse hollowing. And the reason I'm going to do this is because in this section of the game, if you are in a live state like this, you will get invaded by Kirk. And if you kill Kirk when he invades you a couple of times, later on you can get his armour. So it's worth just turning yourself into human form if you want the armour, but you won't get the armour till much later on. I believe it's when you get to Blight Town that you'll get the armour. So once again, if you want to farm here for some shards, go right ahead. Let's see if I can get him up here. I'm just trying to target this slam up here, but he's not having it, so right, okay. Okay, so take the stairway down here. Now if you look through the grate to your left, you'll notice there's a giant undead rat here that has been fattened up on a bed of cheese and anabolic steroids. So yeah, he's a big boy and we're going to have to take him down. It's not a boss, it's more of a mini boss, the giant rat here, so don't go thinking it's a boss, because it's not really that much of a boss. There's a couple of rats here. You can farm rats for humanity. It's one way to get humanity. So if you want, you can just go back to the bonfire. Oh, great axe. Stay at the bonfire and farm these two areas for humanity and green titanite shards. But it'll take a while for them to pop, so there are other areas in the game. I'll do a guide on how to get humanities much later on in the game. Much more convenient. Be careful with some of the rats, because some of them like to play hide and seek and jump out at you like that with the wooden crates. So yeah, they play peekaboo with you and hide and seek. So be very, very careful. This rat here is leading us into a trap. I believe, yes, he's leading us to his rat buddies. But that's fine, because his rat buddies stand no chance against me. Sewer chamber key. And that's the giant undead rat that we are going to be facing much later on. See, as you can see, you can farm them for humanity. They do drop humanity on their carcass, but it takes a while, like I said. It does happen, guys, but it takes a while. Okay, so there's several ways you can go here. let's just get the item first. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. Reverse the white light. Oh, before I forget, guys, what you also want to do is when you're in the sewers, you will want to put on your purging stones, because there are enemies here that can and will, if you give them the chance, turn you into petrify status. Okay, in this section you want to be very, very careful because there's a couple of undead rats, but to make matters worse, there is a channeler below. You need to take care of the channeler first, because if the channeler gets his way, he will buff these rats, making them do double damage to your character. So try and find the channeler. It's very important. Or you can lure the rats up here like that. But you really want to be finding that channeler because he's dangerous with these enemies. Not only can these enemies poison you, they can result in a very, very quick and efficient death. And there's the channeler. Fortunately for us, he didn't get a chance to buff his little rat friends, but we still have to take care of him. So he might see his buff in here. This is his buff attack, and you'll notice the blue aura around the rat here. This means he has activated the spell on surrounding enemies. So this rat now will do a lot more damage to me. So I need to take it very, very cautiously. But the buff, I believe, that he casts on them only lasts for so long. Right, let's see if we can... See, look at the damage he's doing already. It's crazy. My pyromancer against your spellcasting. Who's going to win? And if you're going for all the achievements, all the trophies in the game, you'll want to farm the channelers, because they drop a rare weapon. Can't speak today, guys. They drop a rare weapon that is needed for 100% weapons. They actually drop their trident, but it's very, very, very difficult to get. So you probably won't get it in the early game. You'll probably get it in the Duke's Archives, because you'll fight another channeler in the Duke's Archives, and he will just continuously respawn, so you're bound to get it there. Unfortunately, it is a pain to get, but yeah, large titanite shard. Right, let's switch back to my talisman. And now switch back to my pyromancy glove. Okay, the rat to the right here is leading us to a trap, unfortunately, so you're going to have to be very, very careful. You can actually jump this small opening, but if you fall, you'll probably land in a pit with basilisks, so get a bit of a run up, run, jump, and kill the rat. And we're back to where we started. The little intersection here. But I mean, if you want everything, you're gonna have to drop down anyway. So what I'm gonna do now is go back the way I came, and I'm gonna take care of the other rat. That is here. And he leads us to an item, and he gives us another humanity. Thank you, Mr. Rat. A soul. Okay, in this area, what do you think's in this area, guys? It's the giant undead rat. So we've finally come face to face with him. Now, there's two ways you can take care of him. He doesn't really have a lot in terms of variety of attacks. He just really is a bigger version of the rats that we've been killing. So there is a ladder to the end here. You can climb up the ladder and do a plunging attack on him, or you can just face him head on. It really is up to you. I mean, he's got a bite attack, not really a lot of attacks, as you can see. Like a shoving attack, I guess. More of a bite attack, really. So, yeah. You can use anything you want on him. You can use pyromancy, you can use melee attacks. I'm choosing to use pyromancy because I've not done pyromancy in the game since starting the game, really. And you guys are probably thinking he's not used pyromancy, so you're getting your fill of pyromancy in this episode. Ah, where are you going? Oh boy. Okay, that calls for revenge. That calls for revenge, what he's just done there, guys. Alright, these are basilisks, these enemies. These are the enemies that can curse you. These are why you need purging stones. If you unfortunately get cursed, you will basically die. Oh great, Kirk's invaded. But you're going to have to wait, Kirk. Where is he? Oh, come on, I don't need this. Right, now we can fight Kirk. So, make sure you kill him every chance you get. Because he will drop his armour. I think after you've killed him, I think it's 3 or 4 times, I'm not too sure. But you do get his armour. And we get 11 Estus flasks, which is awesome. Humanity, and he leaves an item. What item does he leave? His shield, spiked shield. So the shield can actually be used to damage enemies. Let's take a look at it. Oh, I've got so much stuff. Shield of the infamous Dark Wraith Kirk, Knight of Thorns, covered with spikes, can be used as a weapon. Sharp spikes cause heavy bleeding, so yeah, you can use it as a weapon, as it says there, and it's also very, very good on an enemy that is weak to bleed. So yeah, the more you know. Handy little shield. But we're going to have to find a way back to that giant rat now, unfortunately, guys. So the basilisks here, don't let them curse you, because when you get cursed, what happens is you essentially die and your HP gets halved. And the only way to cure it is using a purging stone. If you get cursed again, your HP will be halved again, making it twice as hard to get through areas. So don't take no chances with them. They don't have a lot of HP, thankfully, but if you get them in numbers, like 3 or 4 surrounding you, then yeah, it's very, very dangerous, because you'll almost instantly be cursed. Just stay away from that thick fog that they breathe out there. It's the only attack they have. Thankfully, it's the only attack they have. Okay, there's another one here. Yep, make the jump. Now die. They also drop Eyes of Death as well, which you can actually use. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. How many is here? 2? 3? There's 3 here, so I'll be able to do a plunging attack on 1 or 2. That was awesome. So we don't have to deal with as many now, guys. Come here, you jumping jack frost frog. Oh, don't let it build up. Don't let that curse meter build up, guys. That's close. So there you go, Eye of Death. And you get loads of souls in this sewer section, but they don't give you much souls when you're beefed up and you're at like level 60, 70, maybe 80. Some more of them here. Basilisk extermination at your service. Any more? There's one waiting for me at this exit here. Of course, you can always buy a curse ring. That will help as well. It will stop the curse meter building up as rapidly as it does. Okay, what's here? Ring of the Evil Eye. So this is a ring, and while you wear this ring, when you wear this ring, the Ring of the Evil Eye, every enemy you kill will give you some HP back, but it's only very, very small amount of HP. So if you're farming or anything, or you have no Estus flasks, this is a very good item to have. Absorbs HP from fallen enemies. So every enemy you kill while wearing this, you'll get a small, tiny slither of HP back. And if you're going through areas where you have no Estus flasks, that is a very, very good ring to have, because it will give you HP back. Right, so I think we're pretty much done with the lower section here. Now let's figure out a way to get back to the top and deal with that steroid munching oversized rat. We have to jump it. Humanity. Fall down here, see what awaits us. Nothing, we've just been here, so I'll do my best to try and get all the items in the area for you guys, but there might be the one or two items I miss, unfortunately. Like I say, I'll do my best, my absolute best, to get everything. So I'm on a revenge mission now, guys. And we need to find a way to get back up. I think we've been this way. More slimes. All that's here in this section is rats and slimes. Okay, in this large open section you are going to be facing a boss, the Gaping Dragon. Now, something to note, the channeler we killed before, if you leave him alive, that is not going to be good for us, because he will buff the Gaping Dragon. So when you actually enter the boss arena from the fog gate there, if you've left the channeler alive, he will buff the boss and it will just do a tremendous amount of damage to us. So make sure you kill that channeler, because it'll make this boss battle so much more easier and so much more tolerable for you guys. Okay, there's an item round here on a corpse, I think. unless it's on the level below. Let's see. Okay, this is the level below. Also, you can summon Solaire here if you want to. Heavy crossbow. I don't really use the summons unless I'm really stuck on a boss, then I'll summon. But yeah, you can summon Solaire for this boss fight if you want to. Right, before we take on that boss, we have unfinished business with a giant rat. And we have also items in that area where the giant rat is. So we need to find the rat. There's also an NPC here that you can talk to. Okay, so this is Domo of Zena. Gold pine resin. Now, if you watched my other videos, you will not need to buy gold pine resin. You can farm this item for free in the Dark Root Garden. I have a video out on it. So if you guys are looking for a lightning buff for your weapon, don't buy it from this guy. You'll save so many souls, and just farm for it. Just farm it off the giant mushroom adults in the Dark Root Garden. I believe they drop 1 or 2 when they die, and then you can just go back to a bonfire, rest at the bonfire, and then repeat the process. It's very easy. It takes literally like 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes. The weapons he sells is a crystal straight sword, crystal great sword, crystal shield. The only thing with the crystal weapons is when they break, you cannot repair them. So they're kind of one-time use items. If they break, you ain't going to be able to get them redone, you know, repaired. I never use them. He sells arrows, wooden arrows, large arrows, standard bolt, heavy bolts. The armour he sells is the armour he's currently wearing: boots of the explorer, helm of the wise, armour of the glorious, gauntlets of the vanquisher. I've never actually worn the armour, but it's got quite high durability, which is not bad, meaning you can wear it for a while before it gets really damaged. Okay, I'll buy it. I can only buy the armour. Oh well. I mean, I have got souls, so I could use the souls, but I don't think they're going to be enough for the other pieces of armour. But we might get away with it, we might not. See if we've got any other more souls. No. I don't think I've got enough. No. So don't worry about it if you don't have enough souls for the armour. You will get to see him again when you go back to Firelink Shrine, because that's where he will spawn. this place is quite confusing. Okay, going up here leads us back to our friend here. Look at him just smirking at us. I pushed you off the edge and you fell down the crevasse and the waterway. Ha 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 ha. Well, you better be laughing and enjoying your laugh, because I'm coming for your oversized cheese eating ass. And I am going to kill you. I will find you, Mr. Rat, and I will kill you, as Liam Neeson would say. Your days are numbered, my overweight fat rat friend. It is only a matter of time. Hello! You remember me, don't you, Mr. Rat? We've got a score to settle. Rematch. No more cheese eating for you, my friend. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. There's a couple more items in here, guys. So now that we've taken care of Cheesy Boy, all you need to do now is just pillage the remainder of the items. So we need to look for a ladder leading up there, because there's an item up there. Come on, where's the ladder? There's got to be a ladder around here somewhere. And I don't really want to leave any items, so this is where he pushed me, the rat, that is. There doesn't appear to be any ladders around here, so yeah, never mind. Maybe we can go this way and it'll lead to what we want. It's the only way I can think of. back to the channeler area. I think it might just be a soul that's on that area, and if it's just a soul, it's not really worth it, in my opinion. Oh, took quite a bit of damage there. Well, I guess we'll be killing the boss of this area then, guys, because that's the only thing really left to do. Okay, full health, we're good to go. Okay, so here we are. Slime nearly dropped on my head, but that's fine. Okay, let's kill the giant boss, the gaping dragon. Okay, before I head into battle, take the purging stones off because they're not needed in this section. Okay, traverse the white light. You'll get a cutscene now, guys, introducing the gaping dragon. Right, first things first, hide behind a pillar momentarily and put your gold pine resin on. Second thing you want to do with this boss, you want to cut its tail. So when it does its charging attack like that, get behind it and try and lob off its tail. Might take you a few attempts, but you can actually cut off this dragon's tail. And it'll do its charging attack again in a moment. It's quite an easy boss, it doesn't really have too much in the way of attacks. There's its charging attack again. It'll momentarily stop to catch its breath. Oh, come on, let me cut off your tail. If you do get lucky and cut off his tail, you're guaranteed a weapon drop. But as usual, it's not easy cutting the tail. There we go. And you get the Dragon King Great Axe for cutting off his tail. However, doing this angers him, as you would expect. But he'll just do his charge attack again, when he does his charging attack, don't attack him because you'll get knocked on your back. Wait until he completely stops and then attack him. So lightning does pretty good damage, I would say. That's his tail swipe, which does no damage because he ain't got no tail. And his claw swipe. Stomp, he does a stomping attack. But as long as you're not underneath him, you're fine. And he also does a jumping attack in the air that you've seen. He also has one other attack where he spews out this toxic liquid. What that does is it degrades your weapons and your armour. Is he going to do his jumping attack? That's the jumping attack. Just does that to turn around if he's in a corner. Oh, don't jump on me! Oh! I took a beating. I took a beating, guys. That's his stomp attack. I'm gonna wait until he does his moving attack now. And then we're going to finish him off now, guys. Couple more hits and he's down. And that is the end of the Gaping Dragon. And you get the Blighttown key. Can you guess what area is next, guys? Blighttown. So it's finally time now, guys. It is finally time to face the horrors that await us in Blighttown. Before you go to Blighttown, however, pick up this armour set. So, how do you get to Blighttown? You're probably wondering. Well, you remember that merchant. There's a large door there. What are these rats doing down there? Unless they fell from up top. So, I'll just take a quick look at the weapon that we obtained from the Gaping Dragon. And it was the Dragon King Great Axe. This requires 50 strength and 8 dexterity to use. So I won't be using this weapon for quite some time, unfortunately. I only have 24 strength. This axe, one of the rare dragon weapons, is formed by the tail of the Gaping Dragon, a distant, deformed descendant of the everlasting dragons. The axe is imbued with a mystical power to be released when held with both hands. So I don't even think I can wield it with both hands. But when I get the strength to wield it later on, you'll get to see it in action, guys. You really will. And we also picked up the Great Axe. That's just like a giant axe, hence Great Axe. But I'll stick with my Zweihander +5 for the time being. So getting to Blighttown, there are two ways to get to Blighttown. One is through the Valley of the Drakes, and it's the most direct approach to get there. The second, however, is through the depths, which is where we currently are now. However, if you go through the depths the way we are, you're taking the longer path to get there. So the doors here, open these doors with the key that we have. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Blighttown. Now, if you're a new Dark Souls player, I would say this area will probably give you quite some problems. But don't worry, even the most professional, advanced players of Dark Souls die in this area. So if you die in this area, don't be too hard on yourself, because everybody dies in this game. Before you do anything in this section, make sure you have purple moss clump, and make sure you also have blooming purple moss clump, because there are a lot of enemies in this area that can and will use two status elements, toxic and poison, and you'll need to quickly cure yourself. So Blighttown is a series of walkways, like wooden walkways here, and you have to be very careful, because one wrong step into the blackness, you're dead. You're not coming back. So my advice for new players is take this area very, very slowly until you learn the layout. This giant troll down here, you'll encounter a few of them. They're quite easy to deal with, you can backstab them, but the great club they have makes it difficult. So if you can, do a plunging attack. Like that. Look at that for damage. Beautiful. Do not, if you can, let them push you off, because that is what they will try their best to do. They drop dung pies. Dung pies do have a purpose, which I will tell you later on in the Let's Play, guys. So, yes, we're finally here, Blighttown. This is just a little snippet, guys, of what's to come in Blighttown. The full episode will be next. There might be several Blighttown videos as well, because this area has got a lot of items. So there might be more than one video on Blighttown. Unfortunately, I don't think you can parry these enemies, these ogres. You can definitely backstab them, but I don't think you can parry them. I've never seen anyone parry them. But the best thing dealing with them is just get behind them and backstab them. And their little friends here, these are easy. Just slaughter them. Like that. And as you can see, there's an item over there, guys. So, yeah, there's plenty of items in this area. Some are good items, and some are a bunch of crap. I'm going to say that. But, yeah. I'm going to take us to the first bonfire. Get off me. Get off. Get off. See how quick they can kill you guys in this area. all the way back. Oh, seriously, game. Why, game? Why? Why you do this to me? Why you do this to me? Right, okay. Well, like I said, guys, if you do die a couple of times in Blacktown, don't worry about it. I've just died, as you've seen. I'm just going to skip all these slimes. I don't have time to play with you, unfortunately. So, Blacktown, take 2. But I mean, getting all the items in this area, you're bound to die a couple of times. And this is Dark Souls, guys. A game that is known for dealing death to players. So, we've got to do this all again. We've got to take care of this troll. Let's lure him over here. Let's hope he falls to his death. There we go, he's fell to his death. Thank you very much, Mr. Ogre, for the 500 souls. Probably the easiest 500 souls we'll get. And look, guys, there's my souls. And of course, here's your friends. Yeah, just smack me across the face with your giant club. Of course. Well, at least I got my souls back. You're the guy that killed me before. Well, guess what? Death comes for you. This time around. Of course, the blow dart snipers. This is another reason why you need moss clumps, guys, because of these pricks here, the blow dart snipers. Fortunately for us, these enemies do not respawn, so once you kill them once, they don't come back. But there's quite a few of them in Blacktown, and all they can do is just fire poison arrows at you. That's all they can do. But if you have a bow and arrow, you can snipe them and kill them that way. Right, I'm going to have to try and get down this section. Okay, done it again. You will come to hate this section, guys. You really will. After a while, you will not enjoy Blacktown. It isn't the worst area in the game, but it's a pain in the ass if you go through it the first time. Will you stop toxic me? What do you think I am, Britney Spears? Or DSP? Why am I toxic? Get lost. Stupid friggin' toxic, spewing, annoying enemies. Come on, climb up. Now die. There's another one here. There he is, but I don't think I have a bow and arrow. But I can always equip one, guys. Fire arrows. Hey buddy, how are you doing? That's one way to get your attention. So yeah, like I said previously, take this area as slow as you can. Don't rush. Do not rush this area. Even if you've played this section 100 times, do not rush it. Soul of a lost undead, that's all you drop, is it? Okay. Soul of a proud knight. So that must be the item we saw before, guys. Right, so now we need to go back. More of these enemies. Just plant them with my sword. Okay, the item over here is a weapon. I believe it's a samurai sword, a katana. Now to get this, you're going to have to jump. There's no other way to get this item. You are going to have to jump for it. So, the type of armour you wear weighs you down. So, I'm going to attempt it. I need to have full health first. I'm not taking any chances. So, if you aim for it, get a run up like this, and then jump. Now, knowing my luck, I will probably fail the jump, but I'm okay. Nope. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, game. Please don't do this to me. The game's like, oh, you made the jump, but you're not having the item. You bitch of the game. Come on, dude. It's just not letting me over the lip of this. No. Better luck next time. Son of a bitch. So unfair, that, guys. So unfair. Anyway, it's a weapon and it's a sword. That's all I'll say. I'll probably get it off camera. Well, the game just decided, no, you're not having it. The game is just deciding that it's not going to be nice to me, guys. So, okay. Like that. Okay, this is the first bonfire you'll come to. So breathe a sigh of relief, but don't celebrate just yet because you still have quite an area to discover. If you want to kindle this bonfire, that would be a very good idea, because you will die quite a few times in this area getting all the items. Unfortunately, it happens to us all. There is not one player I have seen that doesn't die in this area, so you're gonna die regardless of your skill level. But this episode rather, has gone on for quite some time, guys. I believe we have been recording for over 1 hour and 5 minutes, so it's going to be a long video. If you do watch this video to the end, you have my gratitude and my appreciation, but we've covered quite a bit in this episode. The next episode will be Blighttown, as we're already in Blighttown, but we'll be doing probably the biggest Blighttown video ever. So we'll be going for all the items, and hopefully we'll be getting everything, give or take 1 or 2 items, but I'll do my best to get everything. So thank you once again for watching, guys. I appreciate the likes, the comments and the feedback. Please do keep continuing to support me. I really do appreciate it, guys. I'll keep putting these videos out to the best of my ability for you guys to watch and hopefully enjoy. So thank you very much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Take it easy, be safe, bye for now.